G'day everyone. Okay, I've been a few hours doing some preparation here after removing the keel, and I put a whole lot of time into removing the silicon. There's silicon everywhere up here. Along the gaps that was underneath the board that was previously on there, and under that was paint. And yeah, like I'll be screwing this board on, but this keel, but I'm also going to epoxy the whole thing. And yeah, so in order to do that, it involves, especially getting rid of the silicon. Nothing sticks to silicon. Silicon's a bastard idea for things like this. But yeah, you have to get the paint off too, because in order for epoxy to bond to timber, it has to soak into it. So yeah, you've got to have bare timber at a minimum, and preferably clean timber, clean fresh timber, so it can absorb. But yeah, it's I made up a little piece. The previous board just had a big blob of silicon under here. It was just full of silicon. Anyway, so I cut a little piece to fit in there. I'll epoxy that in. Got a pretty big hole at the back here. And that was also full of silicon. I think I've got the bulk of it out. A bit hard to get all of it out. Still a little bit of paint in there actually. Better get that off. And yeah, I'll epoxy that, and that actually goes right through to the underside. So what I'll do is I'll epoxy this board on. I'll fill these with epoxy and then put a bit of putty in them and cover this whole piece, just a brace. Still got silicon in the back here. It's freaking everywhere. Anyway, get that out. But yeah, as bad as this looks, it's actually pretty solid. So yeah, I'll just epoxy seal that. That'll be sweet. And bloody silicon in there too. Just a pain. Anyway, so I planed down a bit of board. Didn't actually have a piece that was long enough. I couldn't even buy the right size. Like not in the length I wanted. And I'd have had to buy a bigger piece and plane it down anyway. And so I figured, I can put a joint in it. I join it up the back here because there'll be another. When this sits in here, because that will sit, right down. I made a copy of the other piece that was rotted away pretty majorly. So, yeah, that will sit down in there. Of course, that's a bit high at the moment, which is fine because I'll plane that off. Actually, it's a bit long. That's what I haven't done. I haven't cut it off. Yeah, I measured it, but yeah, this board's a bit longer than what the other one was. So yeah, when I cut it off, it'll be a bit closer to the right height. And when it's all in place and everything, I'll plane it off as well, make it smooth with that. So yeah, what I was getting to is it will be fine to put a joint under here, put a second piece. And I did actually cut and plane a second piece. But yeah, instead of measuring it on the bait, I measured it on the piece that I took off. And forgetting that the piece that was on there didn't actually reach right up the front here. And so the piece I cut was a good 6 inches short. So yeah, I'm going to have to cut and plane another piece now. And I've made this an inch thick, and I'm going by here. That appears to be an original join, and that's an inch from there to there. So that's what I've based this on. Yeah. So we'll meet up with that, because I have to plane the edges off, and yeah, I'll do that after it's on the boat. But I've just realised too that the board that was on there would have been way less than that. It was only probably ½ inch or so. But it was sort of barely sticking above the boards in the middle here. And you want, as I said, I'm working off that, so I'm thinking that the original board would have been an inch high. And yeah, you sort of need that to protect your planks. But yeah, what I didn't sort of realise that the other board was able to bend over shape fairly easy, but yeah, I'm not going to bend this one dry, so I'm going to have to get the steamer going again. And which is a bit of a bummer, because I was hoping to get the thing on tonight. Epoxy'd screwed down, but yeah, there's just no way I'm going to bend that dry. And it also means that yeah, I've got to do like I did with the gunnels. I've got to screw something up over the top that I can hook this into, bend it down, and then screw it in down the back, so I'll have to pre-drill the screw holes. And I think I should prepare a strap too, probably a ratchet, yeah, prepare a couple of ratchet straps as well, because I can get them on there quickly and strap it down before it cools and dries out. But yeah, you can't epoxy glue wet timber, so as I said, what that means is that I'm going to have to fasten it all down and then leave it for at least a few hours, preferably a whole day, and make sure it's rested into its place before I unscrew it again, and then finally glue it. But yeah, so that's where we're up to, and looks like we've got another steam bending job, so I might as well video that again. So, alright, so that's where we're up to, and thanks for watching. Bye.